that river might have had a little bit of extra rain tonight. Lots of us getting some decent showers.
Yeah, especially out to our west. Here in Siouxland, not much. You know, we only, here in Sioux City, I said Siouxland. We only saw a few tenths of an inch adding up, as we'll see that right now the Ho-Chunk Center has been clear and quiet. We've been seeing some clearing conditions, though. We're going to see more clouds popping up, so don't expect conditions to remain too clear as we go forward through the evening hours and then continue onwards after that, as temperatures are expected to be reported right now in the 60s. We'll see at 68 degrees. Feels like a little bit cooler than that, but humidity values at 90%. So we're still going to see a little bit of patchy fog develop as we're pretty saturated with southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. And currently temperatures in the region in the 60s. So the 70s that we had earlier in eastern Siouxland have cooled off actually a little bit more steeply thanks to clearer conditions. 64 now in Storm Lake, 68 in Yankton, and 67 in Norfolk, as dew points are reported in the mid-60s. So we're going to be sitting close to saturation levels, and with overnight lows not dipping much than what we're seeing already. We'll just be having a little bit of patchy fog developing, as currently most of the area has winds now flowing under 5 miles per hour from the southeast, and we'll see gusts have also dropped now to be under 5 miles per hour for the region, as we see a few showers still making their way further south, looking like a couple of isolated storms developing, as the activity has really been through Nebraska, where we've seen some more severe showers and storms, and we'll see that rain was concentrated through southeastern South Dakota and northeastern Nebraska, where some locations saw up to 5 inches of rain over by Yankton and crossing over into northern portions of Cedar County, where they have now expired the flood warnings. But you'll see that east of us, those rain totals really dropping off to just trace amounts of rainfall if you didn't get the tenths, as we'll be seeing that there's been a lot of activity through portions of Nebraska, with some areas to the west seeing hail reaching up to even 3 inches in diameter. So very severe conditions, but we only had 2 severe warnings, both in Cedar County through the morning and then through the early afternoon, as we'll be seeing that Stormcast shows that conditions are expected to still be a little bit stormy here, with a few storms developing in eastern Siouxland as we progress through the morning hours into Saturday morning, as we see those showers pushing out to the east, and we still deal with a few more spotty showers developing through the afternoon. Continuing onwards, we'll see that the Stormcast shows high out to our east with conditions that look to be a little bit clearer and quieter, but they is favored to the west of us, because afterwards we'll be seeing more clouds developing and moving into the region as we start to see a few more spotty showers trying to develop out to our north for Sunday, as we'll be dealing with some spotty showers still through Monday and Tuesday as well. We'll see that on the 9 on 9 as we see rain totals expected to add up in eastern Siouxland, still only a few quarters of an inch if they get that. And if you see in the occasional storm, you'll start to see increasing totals, as severe potential has really dropped for the region. Good news there, as we just deal with a few more showers and temperatures in the mid-60s. And then tomorrow we're seeing some scattered showers and isolated storms with temperatures in the mid-70s. So cool conditions, very similar to what we had throughout much of the day today, with 70s expected for Saturday, and then we see here on Sunday. And then once we start the work week, we see those temperatures beginning to rise as we go from 80s to mid-80s and upper 80s, as conditions get even warmer once we see that it gets sunnier after the sprinkles that still linger for Monday and Tuesday. So next weekend are going to be looking a little bit more like deep summer than the early summer temperatures that we're going to have for this weekend.
Lots more fairs starting up next week as well, so it will feel like fair season to round out July. I can't believe I'm saying that. Feels like it was just July 4th.
Good contrast, though, between what we've seen the last couple of days and this weekend for next week, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be having a lot of variation, really, compared to the hot weekend that we just had and a cooler one, and then we warm up again later on.
Not bad. Thanks, Victor.